Konnichiwa! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Nihongo Master podcast. It's Azra, your host, and today's topic is a very highly requested one. The Japanese diet is interesting, unique, and foreign to most of us. And while it would be an enriching experience to try it on our Japan trip or when living in Japan, not all of us are able to due to dietary restrictions. On top of that, we might need to make special requests when ordering a meal. This can be tricky, especially when you don't know exactly what to say. Misunderstandings can happen, but sometimes we can't afford that. So this week's Study Saturday is going to look at ways to make dietary requests, including halal, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and lactose intolerant, so that you can communicate your exact needs when eating out in Japan. Whether your dietary restrictions are of personal, religious, or health reasons, it really doesn't matter. The only thing that does is getting your order right when you're dining out in Japan. We're not going to dive into one specific dietary restriction, but rather covering most of the common ones, as well as looking at generic phrases that'll work for basically just about anyone. Okay, so let's start off with our vegans and vegetarians. These dietary restrictions are not new in Japan, but not as common as we'd like either. There's a Buddhist cuisine in Japan called Shojin Ryori, dating back centuries. It uses vegetable-based broths and seasonings. It's a staple for monks, but also became a popular healthy alternative for Japanese folks. Anyway, vegans and vegetarians should note that dashi is often used in Japanese dishes. Dashi, a common stock ingredient, is commonly made from skipjack tuna, and they're in the most basic Japanese dishes like miso soup. If you're not sure whether or not dashi is used in a dish, ask the waiter using this phrase. Dashi wa haitte imasu ka? This translates to, does this contain dashi? You can swap the word dashi for any ingredient. This phrase can also be used for the halal diet. You can ask if a dish has meat or alcohol in it. Mirin, which is rice wine, is often used in Japanese dishes, but keep in mind that they might still prepare the dish on the same pan as the meat and mirin included dishes. Just a heads up if you're strict with the diet. So, if you find out that the dish has the ingredient you don't want, and you want to request for it to be excluded in the dish, you can use this word, nashi, or nuki. So if you want the dish to exclude meat, you can say it as niku nashi, or niku nuki. Gluten-free diets can also be quite tricky in Japan. This is pretty difficult and miscommunication often happens. Wheat is extremely prevalent in Japanese cuisine, and if you're not specific as to what ingredients you can't eat, it's difficult to avoid. The two phrases we mentioned above can definitely be used for gluten-free diets as well, and also this next one. Wa taberaremasen. This translates to, I can't eat. Add the word for gluten, which is glutenu, or for wheat, which is komugi. Komugi wa taberaremasen. I can't eat wheat. You can also say it as glutenu ni alergi desu. I'm allergic to gluten. Keep in mind that soy sauce contains wheat too, so that's gotta be avoided, as well as miso soup unless it's made of rice, which is pretty rare. Don't think I forgot about those who are lactose intolerant. In Japanese, that's nyu tofu taisho. Other than asking if there's dairy in the dishes, it's important to know how to request for substitution. The most common one is switching milk to soy milk in drinks. Use this phrase. Gyunyu no kawari ni tounyu wo koukan dekimasu ka? Can I replace milk with soy milk? You can use this phrase with just about any substitution. Just replace the word for milk with the ingredient you don't want, and the word for soy milk with the ingredient you want. Oh, and one last thing. If you're making a reservation at a traditional or fancy restaurant, it's best to make any requests and alterations at the time of booking. It's more likely to be accommodated when there's advance notice. Okay, let's recap quickly, shall we? If you want to check if a dish has a specific ingredient, use this phrase. Wa haittemasu ka? Does this contain? To convey that you can't eat something, the phrase is wa taberaremasen. I can't eat. Alternatively, you can say you're allergic to something by using this phrase, ni alergi desu. If you want to request a dish without a specific ingredient, use nashi or nuki after the ingredient you don't want. Right, all that theory is all well and good, but it's better when you know exactly how to use it in action. This episode's role-playing scenarios are going to be a little different than the others. We're going to role-play 2 scenes of ordering and making dietary requests. For the first one, we have Amy, who's vegan, making queries about the dishes on the menu. すみません、この料理はビーガンですか？私は肉は食べられません。 あ、肉入ってないですけど、申し訳ありません。この料理は売り切れてしまいました。メニューから他のものをお選びいただけますか？他の肉が入ってないの料理がありますか？はい、この野菜ラーメンは肉入ってないです。あ、でもだしも食べられません。だし抜きでできますか？わかりました。多分できます。このラーメン卵付きですけど。あ、卵もなしでお願いします。かしこまりました。ラストオーダーになりますけど、他にご注文がありませんか？いや、以上です。Now let's have a listen at the English translation. Excuse me, is this dish vegan? I can't eat meat. There's no meat in it, but I'm so sorry, the dish is sold out. Would you like something else from the menu? Is there another dish that doesn't have meat? Yes, this vegetable ramen has no meat in it. I also can't eat dashi. Can this be made without dashi? I understand. It's probably possible. This ramen also includes egg. And also without egg, please. I understand. We're also taking last order. Do you want to order anything else? It's alright, that's all. We're moving on to our second role-playing scenario, with Tanya, who is on a gluten-free diet. Remember to take some notes for our short quiz afterwards. すみません。私は小麦、グルテンにアレルギーです。絶対食べられません。間違って食べると病気になります。この食べ物はグルテンフリーですか？はい、そうです。でも肉入ってます。このサラダがどんな材料が入ってますか？そうですね。いろいろな野菜と卵と醤油のソースが入ってます。わかりました。醤油も食べられませんけど、醤油抜きにしてもらえますか？かしこまりました。他のドレッシングが欲しいですか？いや、大丈夫です。卵も抜きでお願いします。野菜だけで。わかりました。ドリンクセットよろしいですか？その値段は単品かドリンク付きですか？単品です。じゃあ単品です。Now, we have 3 quiz questions for you to challenge yourself with. First question, what is in the salad dish that Tanya wanted to order? Second question, what did she request for the dish? Third question, did Tanya order a set or a la carte? Answer check. The first question's answer is, there's veggies, meat, egg, and soy sauce in the dish. The second question's answer is, she requested to exclude the egg and soy sauce. The third question's answer is, she ordered a la carte. Let's wrap it up with a quick vocab recap, as well as a few other useful words. Dake, only. Tsuki, included. Tanpin, a la carte. Komugi or komugiko, wheat. Zenryu komugi, whole wheat. Mugi or omugi, barley. Raimugi, rye. Fu, seitan or faux meat. Bakuga, malt. Shoyu, soy sauce. Mirin, rice wine. Gyunyu, milk. Tonyu, soy milk. Niku, meat. Butaniku, pork. Tamago, egg. Sake, alcohol. You can also say the katakana version, alcohol. Zairyo, ingredients. Nedan, price. I hope that helps you for the next time you want to request some dietary restrictions for your dish in Japan. Did you think that was useful and informative? Tell us your thoughts by commenting on our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, if you're interested in similar bite-sized grammar pointers, head over to the Nihongo Master blog for more. And if you're keen on picking up some more Japanese for yourself, pop onto our official website, nihongomaster.com, to learn more about interactive online learning system. At Nihongo Master, we offer efficient Japanese lessons that are quick, easy, and fun for Japanese language learners of all levels. from beginners to advanced. Our smart tools will assist you in areas where you need a bit of a push and congratulate you on the ones you've aced. Get a subscription today and get a head start on your Nihongo journey with Nihongo Master. And thank you so much for listening in. Join me next time. We'll be looking at another interesting part of the Japanese language. Mata ne!